present small businesses with a lot of opportunities. Opportunities being we have this upcoming DRB. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, DRB would be your digital resilience bonus, whereby it allows you to procure and acquire and administer smart solutions from, and you get reimbursed by the government for using such brands, such software. And I'm sure some of the speakers that is going to present their software after me, some of them are covered by such of these grants as well. So I'll leave you to check out some of these grants available on the IMDA website. Okay. I'm going to jump out of this screen and just quickly show you what can Xero do. The usual demo that I do, it's typically 75 minutes, but today I'm only assigned 7 minutes, so I'll make do with that. All right, so I shared earlier that Xero is a 100% cloud accounting software, so there is nothing to install, there's nothing to download, there's nothing to update, and of course there's nothing to back up. We do all this for you. All right, and you can see from here, I'm logging in via Google Chrome, and I'm using my home Wi-Fi. Okay, so very quickly to touch base on the dashboard, this is how Xero looks and feel. Okay, so this beautiful blue screen you see here, it's the Xero dashboard. And with the Xero dashboard, we aim to equip you with important information for you to make better business decisions regarding your cash flow, regarding your accounts receivable and your accounts payable. Okay, just want to take your eyes to the top left here. You can see from here we are connected to a local bank, and so since UOB is in the house today, we are actually connected to UOB for this technology called the direct bank feeds. So what does direct bank feeds do? Basically, what you see when you log into your corporate iBanking page would be what you see within Xero here. All right, so you get two balances here. For the accountants here today, balance in Xero would be what is commonly known as your GL balance. Your statement balance here would be what is brought in from the bank. Okay, so this is what I have from UOB. So my goal today would be definitely to reconcile these 27 items so that my number ties. Okay, the direct bank feeds technology work in such a way that every morning, Xero will go into UOB servers and pull out your transactions that happened yesterday up to 2359. Okay, so you skip the step of importing your bank statements into Xero. We do that for you once you are connected to your bank account. Moving on to the right, we have accounts watch list. So on the accounts watch list, as a business owner, as the in-house accountant, you know, when you step into the office the first thing in the morning, you would want to have a look at your accounts with the highest activity, or your accounts that deal with the highest quantum value. All right, so in this case here, it's looking like a good month for me because the month-to-date numbers over here, it's looking like I'm in the black. My sales is covering my highest expenditure account, which is advertising. All right, and it doesn't just end here. When I hover my mouse on my mouse on these numbers over here, there's a call to action. It actually would bring me to a report called the account transaction report, and it gives me a detailed breakdown. All right, a detailed breakdown of this number, this 2,300, is it made up of several bills from one advertising vendor, or is it just one bill from an advertising vendor? Okay, moving downwards, there's invoices owed to you and bills you need to pay. I think by now you would, just by staring at this dashboard, you can quickly realize that Xero, we try to do away with accounting jargon, accounting terminology, such as debtors and creditors, because we know that not every business owner, you know, has accounting experience or did an accounting degree. So we are keeping things really layman, okay? Really the common language. So invoices owed to you and bills you need to pay. Looking over here, and we are talking about your cash flow position right now. So invoices owed to you, Xero is telling me I need to chase this amount here from my customers. So this is amount that is due from my customers. Moving downwards, bills you need to pay. This is looking like about 13,000, and alarm bell should be ringing here because bills I need to pay, we have 13,000 here, but I only got 8,000 in my bank. So basically what Xero is asking me to do is to chase off this amount here so that I have enough money in my bank to pay off my suppliers, to pay off my monthly corporate expenses. Okay, if you think back and compare this against spreadsheets. I'm sure some of you are still using spreadsheets to manage your accounts, to manage your finance. To have all this information at your fingertips, you would probably have to log into your iBanking page. You would probably have to generate or churn a report called your aging debtors, aging creditors, in order to have all this information on hand. So this is the value on the dashboard level only that Xero is trying to bring to you. Okay, there are much more features, much more capabilities about Xero that I wouldn't have the time to go through. So if you have any questions, feel free to book a call with me. We'll be sharing our contact details on the chat. That's it from me. Actually, that's 7 minutes from me. I'll pass this back to Antron. Thanks, Antron.
Thanks, Alvin, for sharing about Xero solutions. Okay, so if the audience have any questions, please feel free to put up your questions and we will address it later on. So our next speaker is Terence, co-founder of Payboy. He will be sharing a few HR manpower grants that are available to tech companies through this pandemic. And he will be showcasing how Payboy can help businesses automate their HR processes with the current climate and regulation. Over to you, Terence.
Thank you so much, Antron. Just to test, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, great. So let me just share my screen. Wait a minute. Okay. So you guys can see my screen right now, right? Okay. Silence means consent. Okay. So thank you so much. I'm Terence, co-founder of Payboy. Yes, some of you might be questioning the name. It's very similar to another brand itself that's far away from what we are doing. I would like to thank Hong Jing for actually sharing the big overview, broad overview of how banks can actually help digital transformation for companies in Singapore. And Alvin, I think you did like an amazing pitch within 7 minutes. I think we need to talk about you maybe joining Payboy as well to help us to pitch in 7 minutes. But yeah, let's jump into Payboy. So what I want to share here today is because we only have 7 minutes, so I would like to share a bit more about very briefly about the grants available that actually promote digital transformation. And I think it's very useful for small companies, medium-sized companies, retail companies. I assume that it's many of them joining us today to actually embark on the journey of digital transformation. So let's start with a few. I'll just do very briefly. If you need, I can send, if you guys want the deck, I can send you guys the deck afterwards. There's link to all the other relevant grants available and more information on their website. So there's a few grants. So there's a lot of grants out there that actually promotes digital transformation. But I'll just share those lower hanging fruits. So those are easy to apply, easy to get, very straightforward ones that you can apply through BGP portal. Let's start with the first one, which is the productivity solution grant. So the productivity solution grant is actually very simple. There is like a list of vendors, Payboy included in this tech depot. So please feel free to go take a look. All the grants are actually upgraded from a 70% subsidy to 80% subsidy. And you can even go for HR software, accounting software, Xero is also inside. You can actually even get laptops at 80% funding. So the whole grant per company is capped at $30,000 per year. So feel free to take as many products you want, because you can actually get multiple products from multiple vendors. Just make sure you don't exceed the $30,000 cap. All right. So this is the PSG. PSG. So the next thing I would like to share is something that is pretty new. It's the Skills Future Enterprise Credit. So basically, what you see just now for PSG is only 80%. However, this Skills Future Enterprise Credit actually tops up and cover up the remaining 20% up to 90%. So basically, you can actually get a software free entirely, but there are some clauses to it. So you have to be a company that's contributing at least $750 to SDL and employing at least 3 Singaporeans from the 1st April 2019 to the 31st of March. And then you'll be eligible for the $10,000 worth of subsidy of out-of-pocket expenses. So this out-of-pocket expenses is not just PSG. There are many grants available that you can use, and then you can claim the SFPC. So please look out for your letterbox, something like this. This is the letter that will actually tell you that, okay, hey, you are eligible. if you want, you actually can write into Enterprise Singapore or SkillsFuture to actually inquire whether your company is eligible or not. So next grant. Okay, DRB, yes. Alvin actually mentioned briefly just now. So basically, this grant is for retail and F&B only right now. So what it does is that if let's say you fulfill a certain criteria, so as you can see, Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, if you fulfill this criteria, there's actually an automatic bonus credited to your account. So go to the website, try to take a look, try to gather all these solutions, and then on top of that, get some funding on these solutions so that you can save money and yet digitalize your whole business entirely. So, okay, so this is something that can really help in the manpower side of business. So it covers, it's SG United traineeship, covers 80% of the training allowance, up to $2,000 per employee during traineeship. I would like to emphasize that this for university graduates. So there's different tiers for university, polytechnic, and IT. And you need to register and sign up as a host organization before you can actually apply for this grant. And then last but not least, because since all of us are actually working from home right now, or actually most of us are actually working from home because due to the phase 2 of the circuit breaker, I would actually encourage all of the company that are able to actually go for this work-life grant, so this one actually allows you, the enhanced one. So this one actually is 1 month of implementation and 3 months of retention. So basically just 4 months, then that you get a $2,000 reimbursement by the work-life grant program. So side note, this is only for SG and PR employees only, and the employees cannot be directors and shareholders of the company. Yeah, okay, so just a very quick summary on the grants available. Hope you guys gain something from it. Some of you already know about these grants. I hope there's some grants that you guys don't know about that I shared today. So a quick summary about Payboy, right? So we have been around for 4 years. We have 400 plus companies on board, about 300,000 employees. So as you can see, we have a varied industry using our software. We have people from the manufacturing, for the food, from blogs, from influencer, from startups that are doing automation, etc., hotels, manpower firms. So we are really generic. We cater for all industries, and we plan to stay that way. So what we actually do is end-to-end management. So we assist all the way from recruiting to onboarding, all the way to normal payroll processing, to the payment. So which I'll touch on more later, and then offboarding. Right. So what modules do you have? So we have the Employee Hub. So I'm not going to show you the software itself. I hope you guys go to the website, which I'm going to show at the end, the last slide, and get a free trial. So basically, we have the Employee Hub, we have a payroll module, we have leave, claims, attendance, shift planning, reports, and appraisal. I will touch on how you actually assist companies during this period of time in terms of the whole COVID-19 situation, and how it's good to have actually digitalized your HR processes. Okay, so we emphasize a lot on seamless experience for all. So we have a mobile app, which I will show you a quick video snippet of it, and the manager app that we focus a lot on user interface. Reason being because we realize that a lot of backend solutions are pretty chunky. What we want is to incorporate easy use into the software. Something like what you see in Zero just now for Alvin presentation, whereby everything is not meant for expert HR. Is meant for everybody day-to-day use, for employees day-to-day use, for even bosses that have no HR experience day-to-day use, to prompt them what to do, to run payroll, to submit payroll, to approve name and claims, etc. So this is just a short video of what you can do on the mobile app. So you can view payslips. The employee won't bother you about payslips anymore. All employees will view their payslips on their mobile app. Leave and claim application is as easy as going to the app, looking at what leaves that you applied for. Then after that, looking at your balances. So these are your balances of leaves, and then we can actually see the number, what kind of leave type are you entitled to. Select the dates that you want to apply the leaves for, and then the end date, and then submit. So once this is done easily, you'll submit a notification to the approver, and then that they will actually be notified and they will approve afterwards. I'll show you also another sticker for it. And then these claims, so select the claim type that's stuck to the individual, the amount, whether it's overseas, local, and then you here. And then last but not least, I think I will just showcase the attendance. So basically this is the attendance. All right. So leaves and claim approval, Shopee like Tinder. So basically we were inspired by Tinder. And this is how we actually going to do our leaves and claims in the future. So swipe right to approve, swipe left to deny. You can see more information about the leaves. So it's very easy for the manager to actually approve leave and claims on the app itself. Yep, so this is like what I mentioned, manage all employees in one dashboard. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the time to actually showcase the dashboard or the computer view for the whole application itself. I hope you guys sign up for a free trial and then play around with it, go crazy. But basically, it's really user-friendly. That's actually what we plan to. If it's not, let me know. I'll make some changes. So mobile first approach, as you can see, we focus a lot on mobile app. We feel that right now everybody's on their mobile phones. I'm not encouraging that. I think there's need to be like work-life balance, you away from your phone, but I feel that on the go, moving, something claims for transportation, when you go do entertainment, take a quick photo of receipt and just upload for claims. I think it's really efficient. And it's for you to not forget how to claim, because most of I think there was a report stating that a lot of employees actually forgot about their claims. They just spend, and yeah, so it's just out of their own pockets, and it's not really good. So like what I think UOB just now just presented Hong Jing about this whole ecosystem all connecting to one another. So we are also integrated to a certain extent to all the banks, so UOB included. So bank files can be actually generated and uploaded to the UOB banking platforms. We are integrated with Xero, so you have to just map the chart of accounts for payroll, for expenses, for claims, and then that our system automatically shoots to Xero site to actually map it out, and then that send it as a view, and then you do need to have repetitive work whereby you have to again go to Xero to create the claims and the views. Okay, so this is something interesting that we actually created for this whole COVID-19 situation, right? Whereby we have a attendance tracking system that helps to, number one, geolocation attendance taking, but the system itself is there already, so there's no need for location attendance taking, but we do have for the mobile app, facial recognition. So as you can see, it takes the temperature, it takes the facial recognition, and on top of that, it actually automatically register your employees' entry records. So it's very, very. I think most of us have this pain point whereby every single time we have like groceries, or like, or maybe you go to the office, then you whip up your phone, go and scan the QR code, do safe entry, in out. So it's pretty irritating. So what we have right now, we integrated with a partner to actually just scan your face, do a safe entry record. You'll be there, and then that also take a temperature, and everything will be efficient and run smoothly. So plug this in front of the office space, plug this in front of the shop front, and then that your employees can just move in, move out without whipping up their phone, without like trying to do all those media stuff. So yes, like I mentioned just now, PSG and SEFC. So PayBoy is actually also funded. Sorry, it's also a pre-approved vendor for PSG and also SEFC. So please play around with the system. If you like the software a lot, let us know, talk to one of us, and then we can actually assist you in the funding itself. Yes, with that, this is my email. Drop me an email if let's say you want to have the deck sent to you, or you want to talk to me more about it. And if not, just visit payboy.biz. And that's all for me. I'll just pass it back to Antron.
Thank you, Terrence, for sharing Payboy, as well as how Payboy can help companies to automate their HR processes. All right, so our next speaker is Cindy from Shopee Singapore Brands Partnership Team. She will be giving an introduction about Shopee, the #1 e-commerce platform in Southeast Asia, and she will be sharing the reasons behind the high surge in demand from brands to come on board in 2020. So she will be providing insights on why you should start now and how easy it is to kickstart your Shopee store. So over to you, Cindy.
Thank you so much, Antron. Hi everyone, thanks for joining today. So today I'll be sharing with you how you can transform your business today with Shopee. So to start off, right, let me share a bit more about the e-commerce growth right now in Singapore. So e-commerce spend in Singapore is actually estimated to grow by USD 5.4 billion by 2025. And Singapore actually has the highest checkout basket at 91 USD. So what this means, right, is that, on average, when someone purchases online, right, they actually check out on average $91 per order. So this is actually a very huge basket. So Singaporeans actually love to shop on their phones. So 3 out of 5 people, right, actually do their online shopping via their smartphones. And 38% of them, right, actually make the purchase on their smartphone. So this is actually 10% higher than the global average. So why am I talking about shopping on your smartphones? Okay, so this is where Shopee come in. So who is Shopee? So Shopee is actually the first mobile-first e-commerce platform. So what this means is that we are very mobile-centric. So a lot of our customers actually purchase via the mobile app, and our mobile app is basically so easy to use such that most of our customers like to purchase via the mobile app. So this is targeted towards the behavior of consumers in the e-commerce consumer area in Singapore. And what can you sell on Shopee? So basically, right, you can sell almost anything on Shopee. So if you look here, you can sell, electronics, you can sell your TVs, groceries like food, vegetables. You can sell baby products like formula, diapers, baby food, and you can also sell, furniture. So we do have a lot of furniture companies selling, beds, mattresses, cupboards, office chairs, doing very well. Also, we have vouchers and services. So what we're talking about is, let's say you have some service to offer, you can actually sell your service vouchers on Shopee. Or let's say if you run a restaurant, you can also sell your dining tickets on Shopee and get people to, go down to your restaurant to purchase the food from your restaurant. We have fashion, food, beauty, basically anything that you can think of, you can sell on Shopee. So major brands, they know the need to actually come online right now because of the current, COVID situation, and everybody's actually shifting their buyer behavior onto the online platforms. So, in the last 3 to 4 months, we have all these new major brands coming onto Shopee. We have Muji, we have Gain City, we have the Pokemon store, Paula's Choice, and we also have Meitenxiang. So you see all these, household brands, big names, big retail offline present brands, right? They all know that it's actually time to come online now and to start shifting and transforming their business and bringing it online. So how Shopee can help you to actually start selling and doing well online, right? Let me just share with you some examples. So on Shopee, we always run campaigns, on a daily basis. And these campaigns are how we actually drive traffic towards your store. So if you look at some of our campaign banners here, we have campaigns for gaming, we have campaigns for pets, we have campaigns for fashion, baby, furniture, beauty stuff. Basically, we have a campaign, set for every category. So whatever you're selling, there will always be, marketing support that will be targeted towards the category of products that you're selling. This way, we make sure that, our buyers, when they want to buy something, they want to look for something, they know where to go. It's a very straight flow funnel to direct their attention towards what they want and the best deals on the market. So for Shopee, it's actually very, very easy to start selling on Shopee. All you have to do is scan this QR code and you'll be able to see the full info page with the kind of support that Shopee will be able to provide you if you were to start selling today. And if let's say you can't scan this QR code, you can just go to the link below. So basically, right, if you have any questions, you can also write in to us. There will be some form of live chat within this page itself for you to submit your questions. So if you have any questions for us today, right, you can just let us know in the Q&A and I'll be very happy to answer all your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy, for sharing about Shopee solutions and how everyone can be an business owner today. So, yep, thank you so much. Up next, we will have Shopmatic to be presenting. So, Juvie and Pinghui, they are both from the business development team, and they'll be sharing about the trends and opportunities in e-commerce in Singapore and the challenges that SMEs faces in bringing their business online. So, They'll be sharing how you can leverage on digital solutions to ensure that their business remain competitive while coping with other economic challenges. So over to you, Juvi, to share about Shopmatic.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for arranging this session for us, Antron, and to Brian as well from ACE. So my name is Juvie, and I'm actually from the Shopmatic team. And I'm here to share with you about how you can digitize your business through, an e-commerce platform like Shopmatic. I hope everyone can see my screen. Sorry, just give me 1 second. All right. So, yeah, my name is Juvie, and I'm here to share with you about why SMEs should digitize their business. I think the speakers before me had shared quite a lot of things about why everyone should actually get started. So, um, first that I will share today is basically just some trends, and these are data from 2019 on how e-commerce activities in Singapore have actually increased tremendously. And as Cindy from Shopee had shared previously, right? The users are really increasing year on year. Next is the e-commerce spend by category, and this is also projected to increase even higher by 2025. In 2020, the trend suddenly halted because we suddenly faced a crisis brought about by the pandemic. However, even with that situation, right, there have been statistics shown that some of the top leaders or players in the Asia Pacific region is still seeing increase in their e-commerce revenue. Um, we can say in spite of or maybe due to the COVID situation, but the fact of the matter is that e-commerce is still bringing in revenue for a lot of the businesses in the Asia Pacific market. Now, due to this global pandemic, most of the companies have to think of new ways to really approach their customers. Your healthcare has gone online, grocery shopping has already gone online, and even learning has gone online through online tutoring. And, some of the parents here may be doing home-based learning as well. The next question for your business is that are you ready to embrace the new dynamics brought about by the pandemic? And I believe a lot of the SMEs were tested by this current crisis. Even before COVID happened or before 2019, e-commerce has actually been there has been a huge need for e-commerce for SMEs, but now it's even more critical for SMEs and micro SMEs to get started. And there are three key things here. One is there is an absolute need to complete the business visibility cycle or circle because we don't know when the next lockdown will happen. And having your own online presence has changed from a nice to have to a need to have. Second is that businesses need to look for opportunities for growth, and you need to tear down the traditional geographical barriers, especially if being physical or having that physical interaction can be trumped or can be removed at any time. So we need to make sure that your business has to be present in all channels. Lastly, having an e-commerce presence is an investment for future growth. So there are I think by 2025, most of the oldest consumers from the Gen Z generation will be ready to be part of the consumer market. So these are your customers who are aged 20 to 25 year old at the current state, and that means that this is the generation who was born in the internet generation, and all of them will definitely be relying on e-commerce for their consumption. The great thing about the SME businesses, right, and as Terence has shared earlier, there are actually a lot of government grants and support provided to the SMEs who were looking to go digital. So even before COVID, the government has already launched their Go Digital and Grow Digital schemes that can help businesses to go online. What the COVID-19 brought about is the government even increased the subsidies given to the SMEs to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to tide over the current crisis. Now, the next step for everyone or every business individual now is to start looking at embarking on a digital solution to help them take their business online. And what I'm sharing here is basically just a simple evaluation tool. If you are actually looking to take your business on an online space, here are some of the points that you can consider or you need to consider to ensure that you are adopting a solution like what Hongjin has mentioned. It has to be able to support your business operations. So where does Shopmatic come to play? So Shopmatic essentially is a simple and easy to use platform to help take your business online. Let me just share this very quick video on what Shopmatic can do for your business. Right. That is just our simple. Moving to the next step, this is just some of the things that we are able to help you with, integrating with your solution providers for payments and shipping, and allowing you to connect your business to multiple channels in one platform. Some of the businesses that we have helped range from FMCG to fashion, and even individuals who are actually looking to start their own home-based business can use Shopmatic to create their online presence. So some of the key benefits to shop on Shopmatic is basically it's the easiest way for you to get started online, and it's also the most cost-effective solution for you to start your digital presence. Some of the business segments that we have helped are from these categories, from fashion to home decor to F&B and even services. And we are able to help business owners who are in the very early stages of their digital cycle. Right. Moving on to our pricing plan. We are a software as a service, and basically we are built on a subscription model. You can find out more about our pricing on the solutions on our website. We also have a solution called Shopmatic Pro Concierge Package, which is basically a package that allows us to help you in the initial setup of your online stores. Lastly, this is a video just to share with you a testimonial from our customer.
Couldn't hear the sound from your video.
That's where we came across Shopmatic. The first impression is I'm in control. This is my primary consideration. And I'm from Baker's Office Furniture, and we are powered by Shopmatic.
And that concludes my presentation. I hope that we have shared some valuable insight. I will pass on the screen now to my colleague Bing, who will be sharing about the combined cell solution.
Right, thank you, Dhruvi. This is Bing from Combined South, so I'll be sharing my screen in a while. Okay, hi everyone. So I'm Bing from Combined South. So today I'm here to actually talk about Combined South's multi-channel e-commerce enabling solution. So our solution basically is a solution to help you start selling everywhere on the e-commerce markets. So here's a quick introduction of Combined South. So we are actually a Singapore founded company, founded in 2017. So we started off developing a software to integrate and streamline the selling process on multiple channel platforms. Later in 2018, we actually came up with an end-to-end solution, providing additional support for a holistic solution. Yeah, so about Combined Sales end-to-end solution, right? With our software as well as the solution itself, we do achieve a potential man-hour saving of at least 90%. And aside from there, a revenue growth of at least 50% with our marketing strategies. So on the right, you are able to see some statistic data of the clients that recently came on board with us. Yeah, as you can see, all of them are actually going on an uptrend in terms of their revenue growth. So here's a quick testimonial about, for Combined Cell from MaxCoy. So they mentioned that engaging Combined Cell has really made a great impact and change to their company. So the reason behind that is because after engaging Combined Cell, they actually cut down the manpower required to manage their e-commerce store from 3 headcounts to only 1 headcount. They eliminate the need of hiring branding agencies as well as graphic designers, because all those are actually included in our end-to-end solution. And aside from there, of course, they actually achieve a revenue growth with the help of Combined Sales marketing strategy. So our end-to-end multi-channel e-commerce solution basically is a solution that is approved under Enterprise Singapore MEP grant itself. So you'll be getting 90% subsidies under our package cost. And the package itself consists of 7 services for a period of 12 months. So the first service that we are providing is marketplace onboarding. So for new sellers, basically what Combined Sell will help you is we'll provide you staff support to register your account on marketplaces like Shopee, Qoo10, and Lazada itself. Yeah, and there are more other marketplaces, of course. And after we register the account, we will actually help you out to set up your storefront as well as designing of the storefront. So for existing sellers, basically we will take over the account that you have already registered with the marketplaces and we'll revamp your website in terms of design. So after we got your storefront ready, the next thing we need to do is putting up your products on the shelf, which is product listings. So for most sellers that do not engage a multi-channel e-commerce solution, they will be listing their products directly into individual marketplace via their seller center. So it's a very tedious process. So with the help of Combined Sales software, and with the help of our end-to-end service, we will actually get the product information from you. We'll list it into Combined Sales platform, and from there we will export into all marketplaces. And after which, we will actually do optimization on your graphic designs as well as every single listings. So after we got all your listing done, the next step is to manage orders. So likewise, without an end-to-end multi-channel e-commerce solution, you'll be managing your orders from individual seller centers. You have to, basically the whole entire process is not streamlined because you're following different platforms processes. But with the help of Combined Sales software, we are actually putting all the orders, we are integrating all the orders into one single platform where you are able to see all your orders in a single dashboard. And from there, you are able to fulfill all your orders like packing your items, arranging for pickup, and as well as printing your invoices, as well as shipping label, all from Combined Sales platform. So we actually streamline the whole process and make it simple for all the sellers to manage multiple channels. So moving on to the next service, which is multi-channel inventory synchronization. So for this service, is making use of technology where Combined Sales software is able to help you to synchronize your inventory across all the integrated platforms. For example, if you have a product that is listed on Qoo10, Shopee, Lazada, as a quantity of 100 pieces itself, every time an order is placed and the inventory is deducted on that particular marketplaces, Combined Sell will actually synchronize and deduct that inventory on all other platforms that are integrated. So this will ensure that you have accurate inventory on all platforms and also eliminate the need of you manually updating every single platform. So next, we have multi-channel inquiry management and customer support. I believe that on marketplaces, answering inquiries, the response rate is part of a way that marketplace are rating us for our store rating. There's always a response rate in terms of a certain percentage in how fast you actually respond to your client inquiries. So Combined Sell recognize that, we do not expect our merchants to hire someone to actually check on all the inquiries on daily basis. So we're actually providing you a customer support team that will be understanding all your product knowledge as well as the frequently asked questions, and will be answering all the inquiries on your behalf for all marketplaces from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. basically on all working days. Yeah, and aside from answering inquiries, our customer support team is also able to help you out with upselling and cross-selling of your product via the chat function. So next is multi-channel campaign management. So I believe that everyone knows that there is a lot of campaigns that Shopee, Q10, Lazada, they are running on their marketplaces itself to actually help you out with marketing. So Combined Sell, we will be providing you a marketing team that we will do product analysis on all your products, and we'll be giving you a proper marketing strategy plan, and as well as a monthly proposal on what are the campaigns available, how we're going to run certain campaigns, what are the costs, and what is the campaign duration. And from there, with your approval, we will actually execute all the campaigns with individual marketplace on your behalf. So as far as you can see, we are actually your hands and legs as well as your brains in managing your entire e-commerce business. So lastly, we have integration of marketplaces and third-party service provider. I'll be showing the next slide to share with you what are the integratable marketplaces. So the accessible marketplaces we have are Q10, Lazada, Shopee, RedMart, Amazon, Zalora, eBay, and as well as Flipkart. So aside from this, we are also integratable with third-party services like Shopmatic, WooCommerce, Shopify, and PrestaShop. Basically, all of them are website builders. So if you have a website that is powered by any of these platforms, we'll be able to integrate that with Combined Sell so that all your inventory and order will sync together with all your marketplaces. And next, if you have accounting software that is powered by Xero, we are also able to integrate that into Combined Sell so that every single sale you make on either your marketplaces or even your website, it will automatically flow the data to your Xero accounting software to update it automatically. Next, we have Van, which is a POS software. So this is for retailers. Basically, for all your offline sales, your inventory will also be updated together with Combined Sell to actually keep all your marketplaces and other platforms inventory accurate. So lastly, if you have partner providers, basically logistic partners, we're also able to integrate all of them so that it streamlines the whole process of you arranging for logistics services. So here are a list of brands and clients that have joined Combined Sell. So in total, Combined Sell, we have 80 over end-to-end users and 8,000 over software users itself.